The food industry is a dynamic multinational group of diverse enterprises that provides much of the food eaten by the people of the world. In terms of consumer demand in the industry, the food sector stayed profitable and very successful. There are several kinds of companies that can rely on food productions. For example, Pekasam Hakak Maneh. Pekasam Hakak Maneh located at Bagan Serai Perak. This company runs a business that based on product which is Pekasam. Started in 2018 until 2020, Pekasam Hakak Maneh managed to produce 8 of their products. In 2021, they will come up with 2 new products for their customer. Pekasam Hakak Maneh have their own objective to achieve in this organization. They want to help more people out there, especially housewives, to build their own income and to help mothers out there to cook in easier way based on the company's motto as 5 minutes. Even though this product only took 5 minutes to cook, but the quality of it very high. Pekasam Hakak Maneh always get positive feedback from their either regular or new customers. Pekasam Hakak Maneh have more than 800 agents and stockists entire of Malaysia. Best achievement of this company is the success in producing entrepreneur under their own guidance who managed to achieve sales up to 500,000 in 2020.
The issue that Pekasam Hakak Maneh faces is firstly miscommunication between the employer and employees. This is because employees who work from home did not get the full information from the employer compared to the employees who work in the factory. When employees work mostly from their home, they only interact with their employees or employer via WhatsApp and occasional calls, so the information from the employees will be limited when they will get the right information and instruction via WhatsApp compared to the face-to-face. Secondly, some employees can be useful when they working from home, but there will be a problem for Pekasam Hakak Maneh because employees' teamwork has been decreased. This is because their employees should be split into 2 groups during this pandemic. Each employees should aim to their job to fulfill the expectation of their company. It will be a problem for Pekasam Hakak Maneh because their employees should cooperate with each other when doing their work. Sometimes it will be a conflict for each employee of Pekasam Hakak Maneh.
On top of that, Pekasam Hakak Maneh has trust issues between employer and employees. Basically, when meeting people for the first time, it can seem difficult to build a relationship based on trust. At this point, the employers had to repeat the same instructions over and over to both the workers who work in the factory and the workers who work from home. So there is an issue of trust in the information that the employee received from the employer. The employer afraid that the workers might misinterpret the whole information. Supposedly, there was no trust issue in the first place. However, since the employees already split into many groups, the owner really hopes that her employees could perform the job well as she could not supervise 2 different locations at the same time.
For the effect of the issues, firstly, miscommunication. It interrupts the workflow between the employers and employee when there's a distraction like slow internet or network problem. It could give a huge impact to the communication between each other. Next, employees' unproductivity. It's an effect of the teamwork issue. This will make employees less efficient because they are less monitored by their supervisors. Less working face-to-face, and it will lead to employee unproductivity. Lastly, conflict might occur between the employer and employees because of trust issue as they cannot control their employees' action.
Working from home without meeting face-to-face with the team in a company sure can create miscommunication. However, in this pandemic era, each person must become adaptable to these sudden changes of the work culture. As for Pekasam Hakak Maneh, the way they overcome a problem is by always updating and informing the right message at the right time through call directly or sending messages. By using this way, the information and instruction will become direct and clear. Besides, miscommunication among the employee and employer is avoided by having meetings in the company. Throughout the meeting, each of the problems that occur must be stated clearly so that there's no barrier that hinder the operation process. During the meeting, do not become biased and prejudiced by listening to the favorite employee only or by listening to the senior member only. Everyone should be given their time and space to talk in the meeting.
Decreasing teamwork among employees was the biggest problem in company, and to overcome this problem, they can applying gratitude culture among each other. The attitude of appreciation and gratitude by colleagues is critical to restoring the teamwork gap that occurs as a cause of new working norms. Studies show that when the culture of gratitude between colleagues can enhance the understanding of each individual in daily conversation, thus increasing productivity in their work. People who have not been given acknowledgement upon completion of their work will bring down self-esteem, teamwork spirit, and their daily communication at work. For instance, an individual will feel appreciated and needed in a working group when their colleagues equally appreciate the efforts given and not just give grievance. For the employer, gratitude to employees can be a reward or event to build motivation in working, such as organizing an annual family day.
For the third solution, as the company also has trust issue among themselves, this problem can be avoided by having only one person in charge for the information flow. As for example, in Pekasam Hakak Maneh, only the CEO can give instruction on what to do and what should not be done. As the employer is afraid if the employee may have misinterpreted the message, she might assign one employee at each location that will act as a leader for a small group. This leader will be contacted directly by the top manager to supervise the team. By doing so, trust issues in the company will be overcome.
Communication in the organization between superior and subordinate or between one decision and another is very important to end output or productivity of work and performance. If the policy, rules, procedure and program established by the management are clearly explained and understood and accepted by all employees of organization, then the management does not need more close supervision of staff to determine its implementation. Thus, management can devote their full time to important tasks or matters such as a long-term organization planning.